We're back once again, and this time we're at the All India Inter-Zone Volleyball Men's and Women's Championship that's being played here in Bhubaneswar at KIT. Remember, we have two exciting universities and two amazing teams that have gone head-to-head here. University of BURDWAN on the left of your screens and University of Rajasthan on the right of your screens. The men in yellow versus the men in pink. It's going to be a super tight encounter. Very good teams. Like I normally say, too early to decide at the start of the game as to who's going to take it away. But as we progress ahead, we will know which team is making an impact. The scoreline now with University of Rajasthan. They're in the lead. They lead this set 3-1. There you go, another very valuable point from service straight away. Remember, getting points from service is not that easy. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be tough. And we've got some very good players on both sides of the net here. Trying something different there. Is trying to keep the ball in play. But remember, that is going to be difficult. Straight into the com box there. The lineups for you then. For this afternoon, we have University of Burdwan with Kamalendu, Barun, Sumit, Rahul, Shira, Panchanan, Demalya, Mausam, Swaroop, Sandeep, Akash, along with their coach, Asit Baran, and assistant coach, Mr. Sunil Nath. And the lineups for Rajasthan this afternoon with their captain, Sonu, followed by Ashutosh, Amit, Ritik, Surendra, Rohit, Nitish, Sandeep, Sachin, Dilip, Sushil, and Anush. Their libero. Their head coach, Mr. Manoj Chaudhary, and their assistant coach, Mr. Dr. S.S. Shekhawat. Meanwhile then, getting back into the game. Both teams looking really nice, really good. The scoreline now is 4-5. Just the 1 point differentiating two teams. Demalya there with that service. Nice block. That's a great spike there from Nitish. And a very good point here for them. Remember, we've just begun proceedings. We're going to stream as many matches as possible for you. This is the All India Inter-Zone Volleyball Men's Championship. And another very valuable point here for University of Rajasthan. We have number 11 now, who's gone in for number 4. Sandeep goes in for Rahul Das. Back again into action. Still keeping it in play. Nicely done there. Number 2. There you go. Comes in from the back. Does it really nicely. Dilip. He's also been an international player there. Junior national rep. An excellent player there for University of Rajasthan. Jersey number 10, Dilip, mind you, He will be the man on your screens for this game. He's got some superb technique, superb power that he puts behind the ball. Scoreline now 5-9. Excellent placement there. Another very good point. Nitish there for a University of Rajasthan. That's so well done. Important placement. Just need to be aware of your surroundings. Remember, the teams are playing league stage matches. And that was really, really nicely done there by Anush. Number 11, again, University of Rajasthan. They're taking as many points as they can. But like I was saying, we're looking at the league stages here. Each team is looking to get maximum points. The top two from each pool will then head into the quarterfinals of this tournament, which will begin in 2 days from now. And then we head into the semis and the finals. So it's going to be very competitive. That's a little too powerful there. Points here in favor of University of BURDWAN. Out of play, and another point here to University of Rajasthan now. But these are easy pickings. Just easy peasy points. They're getting it nice and tight. Very clear. It's a very good service there. Dipping low. Gets his hand on it and points here to University of BURDWAN. There are various matches on today. We are trying to get you all that we can from every side of the court. You're watching all these games on the Elite Sports India channel. That's the ESI Live on YouTube. If you're watching this on Facebook, then this is on the EUSAI platform or the EUSAI page. And a very good point there once again for University of Rajasthan. A scoreline now 15-7. Rajasthan well in the lead. A nice tap in there. Very good technique there. Number 2, Barun Bera for University of BURDWAN. And another point here. Remember, like we said, these are easy pickings. The points coming in nice and quick inside the court. Another very good point there. Very good service from Sushil. Service there with the left hand. And mind you, it's so important to try and understand as to where you're taking the service from on the court. You want to stand towards the left side, right side, towards the center. And mind you, I feel if you're standing at the center, then maybe the opposition is going to find it very difficult to receive it. The plan is to place it in the middle. Between, that zone 2, zone 4 line. You want to place it right there. And still easy pickings there continue for University of Rajasthan in this game. They're looking like that team that will take it away nice and quick. But University of BURDWAN, on the other hand, not giving it easy. The rally continues there. There you go. He finishes that off really nicely. No more waiting. Straight spike. And a valuable point there for University of Rajasthan. Once again, they're trying to keep it in play, but this time the point goes to University of BURDWAN. Number 7, Dev Malia with that service. Trying to keep it in, their libero. But a very good spike. Remember, the difference between the two teams is, I guess, the attacking technique. A timeout now called in here by University of BURDWAN. Some planning, plotting, and we'll get back into live action. We get back into proceedings, and once again, points in favor of University of Rajasthan. 22-10 the scoreline. And yeah, very valuable point now at University of BURDWAN. Remember, they've really not yet gotten into their groove here, University of BURDWAN. They also have senior national, junior national reps. Khelo India. But what is important is to perform at this stage and at this very point. And a very good point once again to University of Rajasthan. They will take it. An important block and an important point. Once again, a timeout now called in by University of BURDWAN. Remember, this is their last timeout in this set. (23-11) the scoreline. Yes, that works. That works really well for University of BURDWAN. They come back and take a point. Remember, that's what's been happening throughout. There you go. Pulls it back with that spike there. Number 10, Dilip for University of Rajasthan. It's 24 now. Can they seal this set? Yes, they do. That's it with another important block. The first set here in favor of University of Rajasthan this afternoon. Remember, we now head into set number 2 of this game, which will start right away. Live action in a matter of few minutes for you. We're getting back into action once again. Sides get into the second set. And let's see if University of Burdwan can come back into the game. Can they page a comeback? Can they turn things around? Can they make it different? All right, then, here we go. That's a very nice spike there with the left hand. Sushil once again for University of Rajasthan. Another very good spike, another very good point. Keeping it in play, very well received. Points here now in favor of University of Burdwan. Nice call there by the ref. And an important point for University of Burdwan. Number 2 man, Barun. Another spike, another point. Dilip once again. At the start of the match, we mentioned that he will be a man on the screen today for this game. And so he is. Sushil continues there with that service. Still keeping it in play, University of Rajasthan. Nice dig there, very good, well received. Free ball. There you go, another powerful hit. And you cannot stop it, you cannot receive that one nicely. Now it's very important how you receive the first pass. And then that spike there, trying to block it, trying to keep it in play. Free ball. Can they turn the things around here? Still trying to keep it in play. Nice placement once again. Good work. And you see it's that only one man there. Dilip for University of Rajasthan. It's kind of all over the place. Nicely done there. Still kept in play. Very good block. There you go. Points for University of Burdwan this time. A much needed point. This will help them break that point streak. Still keeping it in play. Remember, not many players animated here in this game. The energies look okay. It's not very high pounding. But University of Rajasthan look like they're on the charge. Like they're going to win this and take it away. Another strong block and another very good point here for University of Rajasthan. That comes in from the man in number 7 there on your screens, Nitish. Meanwhile, Dilip continues with that strong service and another very good block there. They're doing this really nicely. If they want to get back into this game, University of Burdwan, they have to try something different. They've made a substitution. Nice dig. Good work there by the libero, Akash Goswami. A nice work there, but another point now to University of Rajasthan. Still well received. Still on the rally here. And another spike and another very good point. Number 7 this time. That's Nitish for you there for University of Rajasthan. And like they did in the last set, they're just looking like that team that can sweep things away. A little too powerful this time. Points here to University of BURDWAN. Sumit there with that service for University of BURDWAN, and a point here for them. 4 points to University of BURDWAN now. Number 1 once again, Sumit. Nice service. There you go, another spike and another very good point. University of Rajasthan are going to keep it like this. They are a team that use and play to their strengths, and they will continue to do that. (5-10) now the score. Number 7, Malya. And what a technique there by Nitish. He went up so well in the air. And perfect arm there. Perfect arm that spiked it straight on the ground. Remember, we've spoken about it in the last tournament as well, and we'll continue to do so. We want to emphasize on various things here in the game of volleyball. Another very good point there, right when no one is standing. That's in the perfect place there for you. Remember, you find the gaps and you seize it. Nice block there. Very nicely done, Sushil. Stood tall and strong. And there you go. 13-5. How valuable is this set now? Superb. Very strong. The power that came in from that serve was really difficult to receive it. 14-5 the scoreline now in this game. Remember, this is set number 2. Set number 1 already in favor of Rajasthan. And this time points for University of BURDWAN. Remember, they've got their points only from the opposition service. There's not really something different that we've seen yet, and we're waiting for that. There you go, another nice placement. Another very good point. Number 7, Nitish. Finding the net this time. And points here to University of BURDWAN, like we mentioned. This is their only source of points in the game. And they lose one with the service as well. Not a very happy looking squad there. Remember, they need that energy, they need that enthusiasm to turn things around. That can come maybe from the coach, maybe from the timeout. You never know. Is this the right time to call in for a timeout? Give your team a few instructions. Meanwhile, Rajasthan, they're oozing away. They're taking it point by point. 17-7 the scoreline. Little too hard this time. Sonu, the captain for University of Rajasthan. Still kept in play. Nice work there, good work. Free ball. Another free ball there, just capitalizing on that one, Sushil. You see the difference between the both teams. University of Rajasthan just know where they need to get in their moves. Substitution coming in now. Ashutosh is going to go in for Sushil. (18-8) the scoreline. That makes it 9-18 now. Remember, we just spoke about it. This is the second set that you're in if you've just tuned in, where the All India Inter-University Men's and Women's Volleyball Championship. Right now you're witnessing the men's games here. And the match is being played between University of BURDWAN versus University of Rajasthan. First set already in favor of University of Rajasthan. The second set also very likely to go in their favor. It's 29 the scoreline. University of Burdwan need to work things out. They need to come back with something in this game. Dilip, their main man here for University of Rajasthan. There you go. Points here to University of Burdwan. It's a net touch there. Called in by the ref. We've not seen something extraordinary as of yet from University of Burdwan, when we were waiting for that. There you go. Another spike, another point. Amit this time for University of Rajasthan. It's 21-10 now. It's quite some lead if you have to cover that. Into their own net again. And another, again, the points here for Rajasthan. Finally, here a timeout now called in by University of Burdwan. Not a very happy camp there. But they just get that breather. Just some time to breathe. Maybe think a little creative, fresh mind. And you never know what works out for you. (22-10), we're back into proceedings. And points here to University of Burdwan. I must say this is one of their strongest spike that we've seen in this game. And the very first, which has got them a point here. There you go. Not a very strong block. The pillar has to be strong. Metal there. You have to prove it. Very well then. University of Rajasthan now at 23-11. That makes it 24 for them. And they are at set point now. University of Rajasthan at set point to 11. Can this come to a closure here? The second set in this game. Just a gentle push. Still keeping it in play. Free ball. Another gentle tap here. Trying something different there. Number 2, Barun. The setter. And there you go. That's it then. The second set has also come to an end with University of Rajasthan claiming the second set in this match as well. We now move into set number 2 here at the All India Inter-University Men's Volleyball Tournament between University of Burdwan and University of Rajasthan. Remember, we have excellent set of players in both camps. University of Rajasthan, however, in the lead. They won 2-0. And this is now the last and final set that we're getting into. We're now heading into the last and final set of this game between University of Burdwan and University of Rajasthan. Remember, the first 2 sets already in favor of University of Rajasthan, and this is the last and final set here. To begin proceedings for us, number 9, Masum Bose. Something different there. Number 11, Sashil, very creative. There we go, first points already for University of Rajasthan. Set number 3, point number 1. Nitish, you're in action. Remember, 3 important players here for University of Rajasthan that you'd want to keep an eye on. Important point there for University of Burdwan. They pulled one back. Point from a spike. But mind you, speaking about the 3 important players for Rajasthan, they have Nitish, Sashil, and Dilip. Watch out for them. Number 7, number 10, number 11. They will be all over the court all the time. There you go, another valuable point. Amit this time coming in with his left hand and doing the damage. From University of Burdwan have got a point from Spike. They're looking a little different. Let's say a little bit organized. But can they convert that? That is the question. And they keep that momentum going. It's going to be a free ball now for them. Nice block. It's good work there. However, a little too powerful, and points here to University of Rajasthan once again. Dilip there. Very strong service. Inside the court, and still a point to University of Rajasthan. Some very good work there. Valuable points coming in. 4-1 the scoreline. A block here which goes out, and points here to University of BURDWAN. A lot hasn't really happened, but whatever's happening, they need to make the most of that. Convert on the chances. University of Burdwan bag another point here. The spike a little too powerful there from Rajasthan University. And University of Burdwan will take that. They lose one here now from service. And points back to University of Rajasthan. Only finding the net there. The scoreline is 4-5. Another spike there. This time Captain Sonu, who gets a little help from the net. He manages to get that point, however. Still keeping it in play. There you go. Deft touch and a point there. He has a smile on his face looking at the ref. Kamal Deno, the captain for University of Burdwan. Someone has to come forward. Someone has to do something different in order for your team to turn things around. Points here once again to University of Rajasthan. That's so nicely done. Nitish now, number 7 for University of Rajasthan. Free ball. There you go. Excellent setting and a superb spike. (8-5) the scoreline. They want to finish this in this set here. University of Rajasthan. It's a very crucial set for University of Burdwan. It's a do or die. If you want to stay in the game, you have to win this set. It is what it is. And points here to University of Burdwan then. 6-8. Remember, that's what we've seen. They start off their sets really well, University of Burdwan. But then they lose momentum, and that's what they need to keep. Keep the momentum going. Gentle slide, a push on the opposition's court. Failing to connect with that one then. Number 11, Sandeep Bhandari. Meanwhile, we continue here. University of Rajasthan will obviously not mind that. They will take every point that they get. And their captain, Sonu there with that service. And points here to University of Burdwan once again. It's 7-9 the scoreline. Little help from the net there on service for Mosum Bose. And they make it 8-9 now. Nice strong block this time. Trying to keep it in play and does it nicely. Free ball. There you go. Finish it off. Dilip there for University of Rajasthan. No wasting time. Take the points. And that's nicely done there. They go outside the court here. The block not strong enough, not inside the court. Points to University of Burdwan. They'll take it. It's much needed because they know this is a do or die match for them. A do or die set, you can say. Still keeping it in play. That's a free ball. A nice block. Good work by the libero. But points here to University of Burdwan. Suddenly, there's a roar. There's some smiles there for the players. The scoreline now is 10-all. And pulling it back there, Amit for University of Rajasthan. Valuable point there, much needed. 11-10 the scoreline. Another very good point there for University of Rajasthan. 2 points back to back. There you go, super block. However, outside the court, and another point here now to University of Burdwan. Just the 1 point difference between both teams. That's 11-12 now, the scoreline for you. Points here to University of Rajasthan. And number 2, Amit Kumar. There you go, another very good block there on the right side there. He's proving so valuable there, Amit Kumar. You use your height to your advantage and you do what has to be done. Nice touch there by Amit once again. A free ball. There you go. Spike from the back line there for the number 10 man, Dilip. We cannot emphasize how good he's been. A very nice player, spiker, attacker. He's doing the job. He's doing the damage here. Wow, nicely done there. That was so good to watch. Swaroop for University of Burdwan. This set, they're looking very different here. University of Burdwan, it's 13-14, the scoreline. Another point here for University of Rajasthan. Too powerful, that one. Goes outside the court, way outside the court. And points here to University of Burdwan. That's just that 1 point gap. Remember, that's what we're talking about in this set. They're looking a different team, University of Burdwan. There you go, a little mismatch. for University of Rajasthan, and that's level now, 15 all. Can they bring it on level terms here? Can they change things, University of Burdwan? Another very good point. They're in the lead now. Coming in from the back, University of Burdwan. That's 16-15 for you. Number 11, Sandeep with that service for them. And Dilip there, back in action. He's showing them that he is here. University of Rajasthan, the dependent on Dilip, and he converts. He stands up when you need him. University of Burdwan, on the other hand, it looks like a team game in this set. Everyone putting in their 100%. They lost a point right here from a spike, which was too powerful outside the court. But remember, they're looking a very different side. 17 all. The scoreline is in check in set number 3. Nicely done. He's getting a point from service. Difficult to receive that one. Number 9, Mosum Bose. University of Burdwan, 18-17. 2-point difference and a timeout now called in by University of Rajasthan. Instructions from their coach. University of Burdwan may look like a happy side in this set. They have a 2-point lead, and if they keep that, they can win this set and push the opposition into set number 4. Here we go then, back into action once again. Nice dig, very good work by their captain. Cannot convert that. Number 11, Sandeep. The captain did so well there to get to the ball with a dig. But a point given away in a lousy fashion. Nice gentle push. Free ball this time once again. Outside the court, points here to University of Rajasthan. They're back again in the lead, 1 point ahead. Nice dig by the libero, Akash. Another very good block this time, strong hands. There you go, this time not very strong for University of Rajasthan. That makes it 19 all. Sandeep once again for University of Burdwan with that service. Trying to play it across the court and does it nicely. He's a different player, a nice player. He has the hots of making it to the big levels, to the big stages. And if he continues his form, it'll be essential for him. Nitish now into the action there. Getting another very good point. That's 21-19. Another timeout now called in here very quick. It can almost be the end of the match, or we can head into another set if University of Burdwan can get those points. This time they've managed to cross the 15-point mark. There are 19 points in set number 3. And mind you, they're looking strong now. They're looking like they've gotten a hang of the game. There you go. Service here from Dilip. The main man, the star man here for University of Rajasthan. And he gets a point from service. That makes it 22. Another powerful service there. Captain from the other side, coming with a comeback. Kamaladenu for University of BURDWAN. And that's how you do it. The captains lead you from the front. And then they set an example for the team. Nitish, so nicely done. That's played across the court and kept in as well. 23-20 and timeout now called in by University of BURDWAN. 3-point difference, but 2 points to finish things here and finish the game for University of Rajasthan. Once again, a very nice service. We're back in action. Set number 3. Who's going to be? Still kept in play. A nice rally. Nice touch there and a very good point here. That's Nitish for you for University of Rajasthan, and that makes it 24-20. That's match point now to University of Rajasthan. 1 point away from victory. Still kept in play. And there you go. That's it. The game ends here. 3 sets to University of Rajasthan. And the game as well to their name. Against University of BURDWAN. They've been a great team here as well. University of BURDWAN, the boys in black and pink. And at the end of the day, we witness an excellent match of volleyball. Important points, important pickings for University of Rajasthan. We thank our match officials. First official, Nakul Charan Bera. Second official, Sharad Kumar Sahu. Our scorer, Charuchandra Nayak. And linesmen, Bibudemba Singh and Unkesh Kumar. Alright then, we'll head into the next game very quickly. In a matter of a few minutes, we'll see you for live action. Don't go away.